you removed your helmet.
Perhaps he remembers I tried to roast him.
This is a female. The males are all eaten during mating.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review. Just got this in the mail. I know it came out early. Yes, it's TVC. Yes, I hate TVC, but this was at a great price. I actually got this on Amazon when it was first announced, when they first put it up for pre-order for $24.99. I'm talking about the BLURGG with the Mandalorian. We're going to see what happens here. I'm not sure. Since then, this was a few months ago. I think this was SDCC. This was revealed maybe before that. I can't remember. But since then, Amazon has shot this thing all the way up to 40 bucks. And if mine had been charged 40 bucks, I would have canceled it. But for 25, I think we're okay for 25. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. Let me show you guys what you get. Of course, you get the BLURGG Season 1 Mando. That's the Arvala 7 Mando. So that looks cool. I don't have that. Of course, he is going to be on his own card. We will be ripping him off the card. I don't care about that. Standard packaging. I will let you know this does have a little bit of weight to it, so that's good. Typical TVC small vehicle beast packaging, and then we get some nice promo shots there as well. I've heard good things about this BLURGG. This will be the only one I'm getting. I'm not going to get one for Quill. I'm not throwing 40 bucks to have Quill on a BLURGG, so it's going to be one and done for this. But yeah, your typical packaging. So let's head over to the review table. Let's take a look at it, and I'll let you guys know if it's good or if it sucks. All right, there we go. All out of the package. There's a little bit of assembly required to this. I'm not going to go through it because it's really pretty simple. I mean, if you can't assemble this thing, you got some problems. You need to rethink your life, because all you had to do is put the leg on and the arm on and put the little saddle on. It wasn't very hard. So there you go. Looks good, though. I will let you know, in no way, shape, or form is this worth 40. Now, like I said in the intro, 25. I think it's actually worth 25. There's some nice paint, some nice articulation on the BLURGG. And then, of course, we get a $17 Mandalorian figure as well, which is basically the old Mando on a new card back. And the new background as well. There it is. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Mando first, since he is not really new. He's semi-new. I'm going to go ahead and rip him out. Card back is kind of useless. We're not really worried about that. Of course, he comes with all the Season 1 stuff you would expect. The blaster, the rifle, and of course the Mando. So, what are we getting with the Mando? We're getting basically just typical Mando figure. Really nothing special. I don't have him, the first version, to compare him to, so I'm going to assume that this is just a complete rehash. I don't think anything's been done to this guy. I think it's a rehash from a few years ago. But good articulation, standard articulation. He's got swivel elbows, wrists, hips, blah, blah, blah. We kind of know the drill with him. Paint's good. Helmet looks pretty good. And then his cape, unfortunately, isn't really tattered or anything, but it's fine. I mean, again, if there's no reason to be charging 17 bucks for this figure at all. But again, for $24.99 for the two of them, it's not bad. So there's the Mando. Again, he's decent. Nothing super special. There's his gun. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of focus on that. Typical gun and his typical rifle as well. But we're not really here to talk about the Mando. We're here really to talk more about this BLURGG, and I'll tell you, this thing is really good. First thing I noticed, these eyes are really cool. I like they look like real eyes. I think they look like real eyes. They look really good. I mean, it's solid paint, and like I said, a lot of the reason the box has got heft to it is because of this BLURGG. Done pretty well, and like I said, the paint looks good. So let's go over a little bit of articulation. First thing we're going to notice is the tail. Goes in and out, up and down, really articulates pretty well. No real issues with that. Down at the legs, he's got articulation at the knees, and then he's got a little bit of articulation at the feet, as you can see there, so that's good. You will have to put one of these legs on. He also does move at the hip a little bit there, so that's nice too. And then, of course, we can go forward and back, so no big deal there. This arm also has a little bit of articulation. One thing I was a little upset about when I was looking at this guy is there's no wrist or elbow articulation on the arm. It's just up and down and all around at the shoulder. That's it. So you did us dirty cheap there, Hasbro, but I'm not surprised by that at all. Another point of articulation is the mouth. You can tell good paint in the mouth. There's nice gloss in there. It looks like it's wet. It looks like he's been, you know, chomping on some people. Looks good. Nice white teeth. I don't think that's, you know, we could have used some more paint on the teeth probably. It doesn't really look like he's, you know, been eating or anything like that. It looks like he just went to the dentist and got a nice cleaning and a polish. So there's that. I wish we had some more weathering on the harness, on the straps, all that. But I digress. It is what it is. There's some nice shading around the eyes, around the lips, and that sort of thing. But again, I think the most impressive thing is at least he feels good. He feels like he's a nice, solid figure that's not going to break in your hands. It is missing a little bit of articulation, but, you know, I guess that's just kind of the way it goes. So there you go. There's the BLURGG. Come right back, get the Mando saddled up, take this, and go ahead and see what he looks like from there. All right, there we go. Mando's all saddled up. Not that hard to do. Goes on pretty good. You are going to need this tail back here to use as a support because these feet are tiny. I mean, he has got small feet. It's going to be hard to get him to balance. Mando goes on pretty good. We've got those hip joints. Those help out a lot. So really not too complex, not too hard to do. I mean, it fits the part. You know, you got this. That's kind of the scene back in season 1 of the Mando. I mean, I think it fits the bill. I don't think it's like the best figure in the world. I don't think it's the worst. Again, if you're paying what I paid, I think it's definitely like a, you know, like an 8 out of 10. But if you're paying $40, it's like a 5 out of 10. It's just not worth the $40 for this unless you're an absolute diehard Mando and BLURGG fan. I am not. I mean, I love the Mando, but I can do with or without the BLURGG. It's nice to have another beast. I am happy that Hasbro is at least exploring some more stuff with these guys, but yeah, this is not a must-have, if you will, to me. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10, like I said before. I think it's pretty solid. You can find them on Big Bad Toy Store, all the retailers, Amazon, but be prepared to pay quite a bit for them. So there you go. There's the BLURGG and the Mando. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment, like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.